Hi everybody, my name is Robin J. Court. Let me tell you just a little bit about my past history. A little bit about how I was raised as a young one. Not so good, not so positive either. So yeah, some about my life. When I was young, I was raised in not an ideal environment. There was a lot of anger in the house, and we had to deal with an abusive, alcoholic, chain smoking, tea drinker, I'll put, and an uneducated, naive, abusive mother. You know, things could have been handled a lot better, but they were not. I guess I found my own way of dealing with their behaviours. My escapism was being among the animals and other creatures, chasing creatures, just overturning everything and just looking for little mice and collecting duck eggs and chook eggs that were all over the farm. Just anything to do with animals and Mother Nature. I think that's what sort of kept my sanity, particularly as a young teenager. Because, yeah, that's how I escaped, I guess, is down around on a farm, just staying away from the negativity that was in that house. The father constantly drinking. So I guess I was one of the smart kids, and I wasn't, didn't get the direct hits that were given. So unlike my twin sister, and she didn't have my smarts, I think I was very smart at a very young age, and therefore I don't think particularly the mother could handle my intelligence because, at a young age. And I was very unusual, clever kid, had unusual hobbies to do with nature and stuff like that. So no, I was not understood as a kid either, and I've not been understood as an adult. And I'm not meant to fit in, I'm meant to stand out. It's that simple. So at that age I was too young, and I hadn't found my love for writing yet. I was too young to have an understanding of, completely what made things tick, and I hadn't realised my gift yet. So this came later in my teens. The writing, I started writing, I was about 18 years old. I had a lot going inside me, a lot of trauma, mental trauma too, because the way we were raised, it did not help. By then, because of mainly psychological abuse for many, many years, all I knew was fear, sadness, anger, despair, disgust at how both our parents treated us when we were young. I say shame on them for raising us the way they did, and their behaviour, it only built me, and at a very young age, it only built me strong, determined, brave, because at the age of 16 and a half, 17, I took, and actually we run away. We run away out of this environment to a safer place. No matter what age we are, we have a right to feel right. And believe me, the environment I came out of, it was not right. I am straight up with things. I don't hide things. And if people are doing things that are unjustified and towards me or those that I love, I won't be an echo. I will be a voice, because it's wrong. Abuse is no excuse. No matter whether it be through school, family, marriage, society, there's no excuse. There's better ways of communicating. And I find those that the abusers most times, I'm not saying all the time, are uneducated and have no emotional intelligence. They've got none. No foresight, no insight, no love, no care. And this is how I was raised. No love, no care. I deal with things straight up, and particularly unjustified situations, and I will discuss it mainly to fix it, find a solution so it makes things better and your life better. I refuse to live like this of today, and I broke that chain. Yes, I broke that chain. It's that simple. Now, being this way, like wanting to fix things and make things better, all my life, and this motto hasn't changed. I'm 52 years old now, and I have not lost that motto. If I see something wrong, I just want to fix it for the good, not get in petty arguments. I don't do that. I want to fix what's wrong and make it go away. As the years went by, I taught myself how to write poetry. This has helped me cope with the rejection, neglect from, I'm going to say, virtually everyone, and those that are meant to matter, those that are meant to care, including my guardians. This did not happen, and I think this happened. No, I'm pretty sure I know what happened. It's because I'm different, and I'll stand my ground, and I won't put up with what goes on, or what did go on, what has gone on. I've completely disconnected away from this kind of behaviour, because it's not healthy. It is soul destroying as well. It's not good for your mental well-being. It's not good for your physical well-being, because it's all your body's all interacted in as one. So I've stepped away from anything that's toxic and that's not going to serve any purpose. So I'm a believer in communicating correctly so things can be solved. Writing also has helped the depression. It helps depression, it helps with depression, helps with post-traumatic stress and anxiety. Basically, writing and the arts saved my life. And I've been writing and into the arts, because I'm very creative, for over 30 years. Now I urge anyone to pick up pen and paper if they are feeling depressed, neglected, rejected. Write your thoughts. They don't have to make sense to anyone else. But I urge you to pick up a pen, pick up the creative world. You know, we don't have to be geniuses. You know, we just need to just give it a go. And you'd be surprised how calming it is. Writing and the arts are my escapism. I could have picked up a alcohol bottle, I could have picked up cigarettes, I could have picked up drugs, all the nasty things, but no, I picked up a pen and paper and the creative world itself. And I say thank you, God, for giving me the gifts that He has given me. So I want to thank you for listening, everybody.